djlonghairorig here. Grabbing a purple drink. What about? Right back. Good morning.
Morning it is.
Yeah, I know. I was hard at work doing these altars last night. Turned out pretty good, man. I know you were up for most of it.
Yeah. I was definitely liking how those altars were turning out. Who doesn't love a cool dual land?
Yeah, custom 101s, baby. Woo-woo. One of them's put away.
Just realized I was muted. Sorry. Those are kind of sweet.
Thank you.
I like the Badlands one. It's bad.
Well, there's two of them. Actually, three. We had the people that won went back to back. Went back to back. All won in Badlands. So the one for Twiddler I put away. But yeah. And this one was the total food bar that I fixed. So it's like one of those tattoos that get messed up. So now it's a psychotic meat wad. Dude, Investable Collectables is going to be beyond stoked.
You know what? Yeah. That reminds me of those episodes of like Ink Master or whatever, where they'd have the fixed tattoo. Yeah. You know, they'd have to make it into something new. Those are always one of the cooler episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, good morning, gentlemen, gentle beings, gentle males that want to be females, gentle males that want to be males, and squirrels. I think I covered the bases, right?
As long as you mail my genitals, yes.
I lost track. I lost track.
Wait. It is Tuesday. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Well, cheers, everyone. I got to wake up. We're going to see what Blake says today. Hopefully, my goal is to find out what's in that mystery convention box. And hopefully they give us a price because I want to try to get the money up for it and order it. I will be up for it. See if you guys want to battle. Everyone gets 3 packs. So there's 8 seats, 3 packs. Battle high and low. High is going to either win the exclusive secret layer drop, or it's like just one secret layer, or the promo pack, whichever is worth more, and then vice versa to the low. And then the cool thing too is they got those 3 collector packs. Now what they show is not what's there, obviously, so I think that's kind of sus, but you know, they're keeping it mysterious. So let me go ahead and share it out with you guys real quick. We do not know what these are. It says 3 collector boosters. Of course, they put like 3 of the best ones. I doubt it's going to be Wilds of the Drain. Double Masters 20. Was it 2? No. When was Double Masters? 2024?
I don't even know. No, it's 2022. It's in the name.
Yeah, right. So no, this is Commander Masters. That's right. And then Ixalan. I doubt it's going to be those, dude. There's no way.
You know, the last festival in a box, we were fortunate. So if I recall correctly, Festival in a Box was kind of a convention exclusive at first, but then you could order it later down the road on the Secret Lair website, right?
Well, no, it was if you couldn't go, you could get this, or if you're going, still get this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we were fortunate enough to actually order a Festival in a Box package, and we have the mystery booster box still sealed over here. But
Nice.
I'm bringing it up. Yeah, I'm bringing it up though because of the loose packs. Honestly, it was a nice variety. It was.
Oh, you got
couldn't,
that one. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And so, you know, to guess what these packs for this current festival in a box based on the previous ones, I mean,
yeah,
you know, you probably aren't gonna get Ikoria. You know, you're probably gonna have stuff.
Not gonna
maybe
get Commander Masters.
Nah, I mean, it's a draft. They had a draft, right? For Commander Masters, it's possible. They could put a couple
no,
beefcakey
for
ones in
collector,
there.
not draft. It's
Oh, no,
3
not
collectors.
Right, I see
Yeah,
3
like I said,
collectors
there's
there.
no way. There's no freaking way that they're gonna hook you up with a commander. I mean, unless the price tag's $500. So that's why I'm like really interested in this to see what goes down.
Oh, I'm seeing the infographic a little bit more now. The text was so small, I had just assumed those are packs. So it's an exclusive secret layer drop, and then you get one promo pack. But why is there 4 squares there when it says 1 promo pack?
Well, if it's a promo pack, what this might be, I don't know if you recall looking in. I'm sorry, Dave. We're going, so we're vested.
Yeah.
No. Do you remember us looking at it and there was a Friday night promo, whatever? It could be that. At which point, if it's a promo pack like the one that you'd win from Actually Gaming, it might be a an insert and 3 random cards like normal, probably like an uncommon and 2 rares or mythics, just like a regular promo pack.
Yeah, I like promo packs. I think honestly that would be really cool. Like to have an opportunity to get those outside of competing in the LGS.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I personally am very weary of buying
I'm
loose
skeptical of AF.
packs of like on TCG Player even, you know, I'm not knocking anybody personally or any aspiring sellers. I'm a seller on there.
You're
But
such a seller.
I'm such a seller.
Yeah.
No, but seriously though, like loose packs can be tampered with way too easy, and you know, I just don't have the time and the expertise to critique every single pack that I could order. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather trust the source here, and yeah, that's why I only do those promo packs from LGS or something like this.
Yeah. So I'm very curious. Hopefully, they'll give us some information. There's been leaks as they actually open this at Gen Con. So there's tons of leaks out there as far as what's in it.
Oh yeah.
I did not get any of the cards saved yet because all the pictures I saw were kind of meh, and then also
You goober.
was super busy yesterday. I know.
That's okay. Over the course, hey, if we can fill the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and curate some pictures here and we can gloss through them because I'm actually really ecstatic about this set. Like we were going through a move yesterday here. Well, we've been in the process of moving, and during that process,
I should have stole that. Put that on there. Damn it.
Our movers dropped our entire tower of magic boxes, sealed magic product. Yeah, bro. Okay, so thank God all the boxes are intact. Most of the seals are like good. I think there was one call time box that had like a loose rubber feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you got a size too big or something. It had that kind of feel.
Dan, you're muted. Dan, you're muted.
But otherwise, everything was good.
Yeah,
No,
everything was.
I was mentioning that the Dominaria Remastered is probably one of my favorite sets of the last couple years. Despite its controversy with Amazon drops and it being basically a legacy product. I think that's where its biggest failure was, is that it's a legacy product, not a modern or a standard product.
Which one?
Dominaria Remastered.
Oh yeah,
not United, but Remastered. Yeah. I feel like that was up there with one of my favorite products, TCGDude's favorite products in the last couple years. With exception to this new Mystery Booster 2 is definitely a contender in the ring, bro.
It piqued my interest.
Yeah, I re-entered the game around Time Spiral, and that's when like the Future Sight set dropped, and you had that frame, and 8th edition and 9th edition still had their ugly white borders and stuff, before that. So yeah, dude, like this is great. I'm loving this product. In case you couldn't tell.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm super excited to find out. Also, I would love to get this and hopefully get a price like guesstimation today, because I was gonna overcharge to hopefully make sure that we can secure and refund back, or apply to shipping or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I know most of people aren't going to be keen on that, but I just want to make sure it's clear. I just want it for the content, and I have I'm not in it. I will make sure I'm not in it. So if we could fill it, that would be great. And as long as everyone on board knows exactly what the plan is 1, to crack it, 2, get me like a monster can or 2, and of course see who wins the secret lair drop or the promo pack, and then one that does not win the high or low, we'll spin off random on each of the 3 collector boosters. So everyone's going to get a little something.
Damn, DJ. I'm gonna be honest with you. That I mean, is it worth it? That's a great question. But you know what?
Yeah.
Even if it isn't seen or perceived as worth it, out of all the promos and giveaways and roll-offs and stuff that you run, bro, this is up there with one of the cooler ones, in my opinion.
Well, I've tried to do it before, but we missed like a couple of them because I don't know, it was lack of interest. Maybe the boxes weren't cool enough. I don't know. We did do that one where they gave us 3, or the first one where they gave us 3 boxes. That was super cool. We kind of split up the promo cards and a few of the other things, but everyone got a little something. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see if they're awake yet. There we go. Yep, I knew it. That's why I had to jump on this. You see that question mark? They're going to cover it. Oh, yeah.
I had to step away for a minute. I had a coffee spill, and I'm cleaning it up. So if I'm not talking...
That is sacrilegious. You need to slap yourself 5 times. That is coffee abuse, bro. Yeah. All right. So I had to have it muted for now, and that way, because last time they actually copyrighted me on the music, and I was like, bro, dude, come on. Okay. Here we go.
We're gonna have to train you in reaction streaming.
Hey, I do my best, man. It's usually solo, so with Dan here handling some of the stuff, so I'm super appreciative. So like, it's funny because we battle over it sometimes. It was like, oh, I'm gonna click this, and he already got it, and so you'll see us like go like fighting back and forth, not intentionally, but it's just like, what can you do? Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I got it. Exactly. I got it. No, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, no, I got it.
No, I got it. You got it, bro.
It's highlighted. I hope they share the price and availability of the Festival in a Box bundle. Thank you. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to see the mystery of, oh yeah, we're going to keep mysterious. Oh, by the way, we want 500 for it. What, dude? That's kind of why I also have to overcharge to make sure it happens. But if they give us a price, it's going to be that plus taxes to Cali, possibly shipping. So if it's like 300, it'll probably be like 350 for and then split by 8. If it's 400, it'll be closer to 450 because of taxes, shipping, and their fees, because they want to charge you fees for buying their stuff, which I think is amazing, by the way. I think that's such a ingenious idea. Just saying.
Hey, it's always genius to charge you fees for things, right?
Here we go.
Blake Rasmussen, and I have 2 pretty fantastic guests here today.
Sort of fantastic.
Insane guests. If you followed social media,
actually, you need to separate the pretty and the fantastic.
At all.
Yeah, right.
You probably stumbled across.
Which one's the pretty and which one's the fantastic?
Thank you, Dan.
And if you didn't, well, we're gonna have a lot.
I mean, obviously the pretty is Blake.
But these 2 gentlemen here,
I want to party with that guy so bad.
Crazy people who put together.
That sounds bad, but I mean, on Tuesday, so you can take all meetings.
Gavin
but
here. Why don't you?
I want to
see
quick
before we dive into it.
Just because he's so sarcastic, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, so I was sort of like the visionary of it, I suppose. So I helped create the first mystery booster, and then for this time around,
the visionary.
Hey, we're gonna do some booster too. And as he
will, man, if I run into him in Vegas, I'm gonna have to call him.
And I made all the playtest cards, or I helped create those playtest cards at least. I got help from a few folks on them. And then Eric.
Oh, and remember, TCGDude, our goal was to get me to talk to Rosewater.
Some guidance from me as well. So big shout out to Eric for.
Yes, sir.
I'll be like, hi, and just stare at him.
Hi. About Magic. So you think of us kind of as like executive producers of each Magic set. I did Bloomborough before this, which is awesome.
Well, Des is wrong
right there,
a couple of fun sets, and I worked on this project.
Yes. Look, Benbley and Weiss, we love you, Blake. Got him.
The team
and what?
And
cool.
Crazy wacky product, which we'll get into here.
He's cool.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So Distribution 2, we've done this before, but
yeah, their audio is on.
There are people who aren't familiar with
for the hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars that these guys get.
My favorite ways to play.
Don't they have a
well, they don't get that.
And back in
the company, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they should have a sound team on hand, ready to like audio test. You know what I'm saying?
Magic
back
then, I suppose.
Yeah.
Richmond, and what
you guys both know that.
It's said about
in your line of work in the past, at least, right? Little audio test,
Oh,
little check 1 2 1 2.
Testes 1 2 1 2 3.
Thank you. How hard was
that? But see,
or have no functional though. There are still
you're asking too much. You're talking to karaoke DJs who like our idea of doing a mic check is who's not drunk, get on my stage and grab the mic while I adjust the sound. These guys they got millions of dollars at their disposal.
You're right. My expectations were way too high.
If we wanted to and tried hard enough, we could get.
Yeah, I don't think they got
that. Was the first time around, and that was already wild. I remember making it being like, "This is."
They have a company that has millions of dollars at their disposal.
What are you doing? Super wild and strange.
Yeah, that has to go to the investors and the C crew, CEO, CFO, Coco, and all that.
Throughout the show,
those yacht payments aren't cheap, bro. As far as these people,
Gavin ran, and
I don't. They're not making millions, dude. People on here.
So we are going to go through a bunch of cards. Some you may have seen, some you may not have. We were going through the list before the show, and we know that some were not open. There will be some new cards.
One of the things about this preview plan is like we don't know what people are going to open, right? We handed out packs, and it's like some maybe they open, maybe they don't. Who knows? So
wow.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. All right, we're previewing. We don't know until we open it.
We're going to run through a bunch of cards.
It's a mystery.
But like the makeup of the set, some of the decisions
and the
that
kit
went into things, some of the weird choices that were made. I'm looking at you, Whiteout.
We got you freaking some
a little fun, and then we will
jank.
Answer questions
all the
towards
jank.
the end of the show about anything you want to know about Mystery Booster, and we'll avoid saying it's a mystery too much.
Wow.
We're gonna say it's solved.
Yeah, all right. Somebody's got to have their mystery counter.
Okay. So let's kick things off with some previews. So we've got these in categories.
Oh, FYI, I'm muting my mic regularly because my neighbors are banging on the walls.
On the screen.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I think they're decorating. New neighbors.
We're gonna start with
oh, gosh.
That little planeswalker.
I was like, dude, you're barely here.
Let's start with a card I didn't realize existed until we put it in this set.
Go, Blake.
Ancestor Dragon.
Oh, neat.
Gavin, where is this from?
Yes, this is a great one to kick off in. So
I don't have
with
that
the
one.
first Mystery
Nice.
Booster, we liked grabbing stuff from all over the
Bro,
place.
that's
and
a
did bunch
really
of that.
strong ability.
But this set really goes all out, and Eric did a fantastic job, and we kind of worked together on this.
Oh, okay.
Most sets, I don't remember the exact number, but I think almost every set from Mirage forward is represented here somewhere. And when I say set, I mean like mini dual decks and strange one-off things, and some wild stuff we'll get into in a little bit.
So all the ones that were
and
special
Ancestor
are
Dragons,
now
of
no
course,
longer special.
I'm sure
Thank
you'll
you.
remember Global Series.
I
right?
mean,
Global
you
Series
know,
1.
yeah, it could be
Yeah,
seen as
first
that.
one
Yeah,
ever.
I'm sure there will be a
Um,
price decline
so
somewhat.
far.
Yes,
But
and this is one of the rares coming out of those decks. Not normally a
It may
limited
not
card.
affect it
Wasn't,
as much
not like
because
super
you
strong
know
and
they're gonna have
disruptive
a
magic, but it is
print
a rare
run
that's
of
kind hard
like
to find, given
a
that it's a
gazillion.
global series, and in limited is actually pretty solid. Oh, it's a Mahamud DJ
like
with
I'm talking
upside,
actual
awesome,
cards
you
in
know?
the set, so it's
And
gonna be very
just
hard to
one of
pull
the-
anything
a
in
great
particular.
example of the wackiness.
well,
you will
that and
find
it's
in
going to
this
be
product.
convention or
And then
event
it-
exclusive, right?
I was gonna say,
LGSs
Zakil,
Yeah.
supposedly
a lot
aren't
of
going to
these
be
cards
stocked
are
with
weird.
this
One is
product,
even
so
weirder
it's
than
Right.
not like
precedent
there's
or
going to be a lot of this floating around anyway.
What was it like
Yeah, true.
kind of behind the scenes trying to figure out where to grab the art and the frame and the just putting the cards together for this?
Yeah, absolutely. So Mystery
they
Booster
fixed his
2
mic.
was really kind of a blank canvas. Like we really had the flexibility and opportunity to really do whatever we wanted. Over the last couple of years in the kind of Booster Fun era, we've
Yeah,
experimented
slide
with things
duel.
like retro frames and the remastered product line.
So far,
and,
they showed Ancestral
occasional
Dragon.
one-off
No
promos, like
price
texture
on
promos
the
and stuff.
Festival in a Box
There
kit yet,
was one seed for the Future Sight frames before this product came out that some fans
which
may
would
have
be the
seen.
only way
When
we can
did
order
our
it at
Dilbert.
the
anniversary
moment.
promos, there was a Tarmogoyf
Mm-hmm.
that had the Modern Masters artwork in the Future Sight frame. And that was kind of a seed by me to be like, I hope people like this because I really want to put it in this product. And it came out and people thought it was awesome.
What do you think of the
to
white
answer your
borders,
question,
Duel?
It is both one, how can we create a top-down, exclusive, fun, crazy, wacky experience, both for gameplay, but also just awesome chase collectibles that you can really only find here.
Yeah.
And with me and Eric, one of our goals was to pull from a lot of wild places. And I know the one of the things we managed to do is there's very, very, very few reprints from the first Mystery Booster. So there's a couple cards that overlap, especially when we get into some of the unique frames, which we'll talk about later. But it was a fun challenge to be like, how many different, the first set was 1,800 cards. How many different cards can we grab for this Mystery Booster? So you're getting very
How about
different
that
experience.
white border Mana Crypt,
Different sets, different looking cards, different kinds of stuff. It makes you feel like you drafted Mystery Booster 1 and 2 together.
So apparently the last one was 1,800 cards on the list. I didn't know that.
Be the first. We'll find
Yeah,
out.
that's to say it was huge.
All right,
Like
well, let's
18
move on to some of these
2,000 plus
weirder
cards in the
So we have
original.
another card that
So they're going to be trying to top that
originally printed
apparently.
in a booster set. This version is
Oh.
from the vault. So this is a favorite of mine. Here's Cataclysm from the vault. Annihilation.
That's right.
I think it was
One of the first products I worked on.
Yeah.
Or the lead anyway.
Yeah.
It's a reprint all the way here. And notably, from the vault, it existed in foil, right?
Right.
It's printed in foil. Here it appears in non-foil.
Here it'll be tournament legal because it's not curled
Yeah.
in foil.
Here's the artwork, and it's never existed outside of foiling.
Mhm.
Let's do a cool non-foil version here. And there's a few cards like that, especially one we'll get into in a little bit. That was a very cool opportunity.
All right. Let's take a look at our next card.
Oh, I'm so excited
Zakil
about this
was
one.
raving about this beforehand. Cogwork
He was raving.
Librarian. Zakil, how many of these conspiracy-like cards should we expect to see in this set?
I want to say there's a half dozen, I believe.
Why would
About a
they
half
reprint
dozen,
this?
and this is just a great
I don't
example of
know.
something that we can do in a product like Mystery Booster that we can't do in a normal booster.
Yeah, but some of the conspiracy
original
cards were
Conspiracy
you
and
can't
Conspiracy 2 are
use.
some of my favorite draft environments of all time. I know Gavin,
crap.
I believe, led those and was on those.
I worked on them, yeah.
And Cogwork Librarian for the Cube fans out there is just like kind of an
Dang
all-timer,
ad.
right?
Yep.
If it scales to the power of your limited environment, and in the case of this product, you can open this in pack one, maybe after a couple picks, and then all right, I have the structure of my deck. There's nothing left in the pack. Let me take this and then see how I can leverage it more. In pack three.
One of the things I really love about Mystery Booster is it's a great place to put cards that have trouble finding a home somewhere else. And Cogwork Librarian is an all-time card. Like cubes love it. People talk about how much fun it is in draft, but it wouldn't fit into a normal draft set that we would make. And so it's a great chance to kind of get more out there, not only to reprint
That
it,
makes
but also
sense
just
from a
to
design
play with it
perspective.
again, right?
Mystery
It's fun to keep
Booster
track of the
is
Mystery
kind of
Booster.
the
It's even wilder
catch-all.
here 'cause you open it
Like,
up,
Yeah.
we
you're
don't
like, I've
know
never
where
seen
we're
this
gonna put
before,
this
and then you
random
draft there, and your friends don't even
Kamigawa,
know about
for
it,
you,
and
right?
kind of every
Or
Mystery Booster has a
whatever.
story.
Or
sometimes,
conspiracy.
that you can open one,
Yeah.
and all three of us can go through the pack and tell you all kinds of stories from it.
Yeah.
At Cogwork Librarian, I've got so many good stories about it. So.
Gavin, what are
Like,
your
for
stories
instance, an
behind this next
Infinity
card?
card may or may
Command.
not
Oh,
appear
yeah,
in
let's-
this,
this is
you
just-
know.
Yeah.
It's a sweet magic card. The story is
So,
called like the Pro Tour player.
Modern
I don't know
Horizon,
what to
super
tell you.
expensive, but all the leftover
of
slush
course, these
art.
have some, I'll call them
And
more
then
normal
the
reprints
catch-all
here, right?
mystery
Things that
books,
players
right?
play a lot and enjoy.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it's the kitchen
And I'll
sink,
never
bro.
forget,
It's like when
my goal was
Yeah.
pack would have two things. Something
when
that
you go to
would be
Denny's and they're like, "Yeah, we can give you a budget meal," and it's just all the leftover hash brown crumbs.
I've got some nice fuzzy
Yeah.
sausage or I'm playing this somewhere. And then there's some
You might
cards
get a
that
whole
will,
chocolate chip.
really out of left
Yeah.
field. Maybe our next card here, if we bring it up on screen.
Well, let's before we get to
Okay.
that. So, Zakil, I want to note that this is from Iconic Masters. How Cryptic Command has a number of really popular printings. How do you determine which printing to go with on some of these?
Yeah, I
That's
think
a good
that
question.
in the case of this project, we were trying to have
They
the
go
most
to the
representation
filing
for the set
cabinet for the
symbols
stuff not
of any set
published.
in Magic's history, and
Yeah.
I knew the total beforehand. I believe it's over 100 sets or 150 sets
Okay.
for Magic's history are represented here. So Cryptic Command happened from Iconic Master happened to check off that goal. I also think that we are, as you'll see later on, there's some I'll get into when we show a couple cards, that we are also cautious of, or cautious and intentional about like, what is a cool, awesome printing that we can make that people will be excited about and be able to add to their collections that feels meaningfully different from one that we already have. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
this, obviously, the kind of list style reprint is more for a specific gameplay, but as we get into some of the more collectible hits here, you'll see some of the intentionality from product design.
For sure.
Yeah. You actually just mentioned the list, which is a great segue into our next card, which is Elmar Ulvenwald Informant.
He messed it up.
Gavin, what's unique about this?
Learn to
You
read,
all remember this
no.
card, right?
No,
Everyone
just
played with
kidding.
this one before. So this is the SLX version, so kind of the in-world version of a Universes Beyond card that appeared in Universes Beyond Stranger Things.
Oh,
Yep.
interesting. Okay.
And
The
already did this to Stranger
in-world
Things.
version of a
that
Universes
character.
Beyond card.
I've probably never.
So, like,
described
if
it
Rick
before,
Steadfast
one thing I
Leader
find
were
really
to
enjoyable is
get
cracking
a
pack, being like,
freaking,
what the heck is this? Never seen it in my
magic
entire life.
version,
And
if
we've seen it
if
put it in
somehow
limited, right? This
Gideon
card's
was
probably
to
been played
turn
really
into,
very, I don't know what the number is. It's
freaking
gotta be
Rick.
pretty small. And yeah, turns out it's actually quite strong in
Oh
deck.
man,
So,
I probably
kind of a
just
fun
gave
one
him
up here.
an
I
idea
love,
there.
by the
Oh,
way, the
no.
Friends Forever text. You're like, you get down there, you watch what the ability does.
Well-
you're like, oh, this is a relevant text right here.
They
So
already
that
did
really
this,
adds
though.
to the
So
kind of
that is
mystique
actually
and
a
mystery
reprint.
behind it. And to be clear,
Yeah.
not
Already did
all these
the,
are, there's plenty of things in
Stranger
Mystery that are
Things.
like a one-off.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
That's
hanging
right.
out.
They did
So
with
don't
the Friends
expect the whole
Forever.
set of this.
I was
Yeah.
actually very
This is a fun little one-off to kind of show
content
the
with their
spread of
decision to
wacky
do that.
stuff we grabbed for this.
Yep. All right. Next up, we also do some weird stuff with the set symbols, as you can see here with Forked Lightning.
Yeah, this one is
Yeah,
wild.
this is very bizarre.
You want to tell this story, Zakil?
Yeah.
Because this is, like I said, you think we got a little bizarre last time? We blew off the doors for this one.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
so there's a
loving
couple
this.
sets from Magic's history that have existed specifically on Magic Online.
Online,
They
yeah,
are
yeah.
curated- Again, essentially curated
Yeah.
draft environments from, I want to say 10 years ago plus.
Longer, yeah.
I think Masters Edition maybe, even more than that. And they've never appeared in paper, so this is the first time they will ever appear in paper. Again, the entire set is not here. There's
That's gonna
only a
make them
few,
expensive as
of
hell.
these cards from the different sets.
Really?
That are
Yeah, this is
exclusive
the
to
first
digital,
time this is getting
Yeah, so
a
we grab
paper
stuff
print.
from
These
Masters
are previously
editions, Vintage
Magic
Masters
Online
goes
only.
on Magic Online
Yeah.
only, to really get a spread of like, you open this and you're like, that can't be right, or I've never seen this symbol before, and then you look around and you ask your friend and they're like, oh, I remember drafting this on Magic
Yeah,
Online 15 years
because
ago,
your
right?
boy
It's just
TCG
creates
dude
really
gets
fun, like,
around and has
discussion,
played
and
Magic
really so
Online.
much
I've seen
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that
before.
storytelling and that history, and being able to have those discussions. And I bet many of you watching right now did not even know Masters Editions existed, and now you can have a fun little story to tell all your friends. So.
All right. The next one isn't so much a fun story as it is just a powerful card. So here's Grist. The Hunger
Oh,
Tide.
hell
Again?
Well, you
yeah.
can't look at this and tell me it's not a weird
This is
magic
one of my
card.
favorite cards
It is a
in
super
the
weird
last
magic
decade.
card. I will give you that. It is also a very strong magic
True,
card.
true. So yeah, definitely when selecting cards for this.
Yeah, I actually have a whole
reprints
modern
include just reprints like
Abzan deck
some
based
people,
around it.
Yep.
that they like. But also,
I would love to bring it
with
to
Mystery,
Vegas,
you're always kinda
actually.
like, if you have the weird choice,
Yeah.
making the weird choice is a fun choice.
Yeah.
And so,
Well,
Greenscale,
okay,
you know,
truth be
Kris
told,
Walker is
man,
also a
I'm
blue
like
choice
on the
in
fence
play.
between
That's a
Abzan
normal thing to do.
Reanimator and
I think
Insect,
especially
so
in
I'm probably just
contrast
gonna
with
make
the
two.
playtest cards that we'll get to in a little bit, some other wacky stuff we're doing.
All right, but
here.
why are they talking about this though?
It just creates this kind of environment that once again is
I don't know.
very
We just had a
future-sighted,
reprint,
right?
so
And
like,
as Future Sight is my favorite set
okay.
of all time.
Well, it's a
Just-
functionally different
Yeah.
Gris. This is
Pushes
the
boundaries,
only
what a card can
reprint
do.
of Hunger Tide.
This
It was
next
printed in
card
Modern
does
Horizons
not
too.
push boundaries.
Well,
Oh,
in
yeah, yeah,
terms
yeah,
of gameplay.
I thought he was in
But,
a deck
okay,
though,
so
an
let's.
EDH deck.
This card's name is Horned Turtle.
Horn
Almost.
Turtle,
It's
bro!
one-
Dude, I love it.
Why?
Tortoise gonna be excited.
Oh,
so
you already
there's a small number of exclusive arts that have appeared from Magic's history that appeared
Exactly,
in some
bro. That's why
random
I'm like,
language. So
it just
one
had a
reason or not, over
reprint.
the past 30 years, either for kind of cool
It
region
was
exclusives
no,
or
dude. The
random
other
alts for
Gris is
random
like a
reasons,
1-mana insect.
they
Oh, no,
haven't-
no, no,
sorry,
no.
they've appeared in.
It was
this
a
is the first time
reprint
that we're
in
ever
a
printing them.
commander deck. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
It just had a
there are,
reprint.
about a dozen
Yeah.
Okay, my bad, bro.
I believe
My
that are
copy.
printed
No,
in
it's
the
okay.
original language that they were found. They are all.
I just
very
like the art on that right there. It's like
a random, funny, awesome card. That
Yeah.
it's hilarious. So
yeah. Now, not all the language alts, or I think this is probably the only one, has alternate artwork that hasn't shown up in a main
Oh, that
deck
is dope.
somewhere, but they all are in
Chick
different
Dude,
languages.
whatever.
It's really fun. 'Cause you get, you're like, what's
That's
this card I
badass.
can't read? And then you realize it's vanilla or something like that, right? And it works. And I've seen a few of these going
Yeah,
around.
there's
Twitter
nothing that
and-
anybody
and
could
they
say
are-
that could make me
There's once again,
unlike
you open up
what
back
I'm
and
looking
what is
at
this
right
doing
now.
here? How did
I'm
this get
sorry.
here? And I think it's super fun. And the moment,
You're
oh yeah,
entitled to
it's a
your opinion.
hilarious card.
Well, it's a great art,
really
but
phenomenal
yeah,
languages,
I mean,
because you don't have
just
to know the name or the rules text. I thought it was a really fun. Really
It's a
fact that I
warning
can
to all
pull some-
stoners who get too close to snapping turtles.
You know,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
there
no
is like,
kidding,
wow, this
bro.
is blowing my mind from like a gameplay
Actually, snapping. I
perspective.
remember seeing a
even if it's a
snapping
combo
turtle
you
at
need in your
a
pack,
at a
and you're like,
reptile zoo as a kid.
what did
That was one of my
they
first
do
like
there? You know, what
memories of
wizards
seeing
do? And
caged
it
animals
is
and being
delightful. I
intrigued.
find it really delightful.
And just to be clear, since we showed a non-English card, this product is entirely in English, Zakil?
Yeah, it's in English.
Correct.
Okay, so he's
Apart
clarifying
from-
this
yeah,
is
apart
an
from that
English
card,
product that's
I
going to
think a few-
feature
few
cards
choices.
As
of
it turns out, when you make a
you know,
product this
non-English.
complex,
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
totally okay with that.
All right.
Like we have the
speaking of
internet.
complex, our next
I
card
love
is
to pull the
weird
old
and fun in an
Activision
entire
Blizzard,
deck
the old
archetype
Blizzard
to
adage.
itself.
Well, you have a phone, don't you?
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Just look it up.
From Swans of Bryn, our goal again.
They got so
Yeah,
much
this
crap
card
for that,
exists.
but like it's so
It's
true.
another one of those boundary pushing cards.
right? Another card you read and you're like, I've never seen this before. I mean, for me, you know, back in the day, Chain of Plasma, Seismic Assault in this, you have a little combo going. Many players today have probably never seen that before. And you read this and you're like, A, this card exists. B, what is going on here?
Yeah, I need Portal 3 cards.
I love those fun little throwbacks. And once again, a card you can tell stories about, right? If you've never seen this before and you show it off to people around you, someone's going to be like, oh, I had a deck with Chain of Plasma back in the day and it has this infinite combo. And I love creating those kinds of stories.
Well, and the Maverick girls jumping in chat with the classic hit our swans, draw some cards.
Yeah.
Hit our
Yep.
swans, draw some cards.
Yep.
It is a good question though. Were there any sort of combos built into Mystery Booster where you're like, we'll take a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, and we'll see if people show up with them?
Well, yeah. So like in the first Mystery Booster, for example, we had Kiki Jiki and I think Pestermite were both in there.
Yeah.
So you could on very rare occasions live the dream. And there's a couple things like that we seeded in here, but I'm not gonna tell you what they are right now. That you got to find those on your own. There are some fun combos though.
All right. Our next card is no stranger to what am I trying to say? Controversy.
What am I trying to say?
Is-
You gotta clip that.
now,
bro.
What you see on the screen.
What am
is
I
a
trying to
little
say?
Yeah.
misleading because it's got that fake foil. But Zakil, is this card foil?
Nexus of
No, it is
Fate.
not. I think this will
Interesting.
be the
Okay. A
first
very
foil
controversial
card
card
of this card in
indeed.
foil-
A
or in
standard
non-foil.
legal
That's
card
maybe
that was a
secret
buy a
to
box
the rare
promo
side, but,
only.
it'll be
Yeah.
the exact base version copy of this card in non-foil.
Oh, so you can get it for the
available
first
booster
time,
packages for the
non-foil.
first time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really exciting because I know a lot of people wanted to have non-foil versions of this card in particular because your deck is full of them, and so it keeps going back in over and over again. So I'm glad we finally get that non-foil out there for folks who aren't as into the foils. And it's really cool to be able to finally do that here. I know we've talked about ways to do it for ages, and to put it in the set is great. Once again, also in terms of where this showed up, this was a buy a box promo. Let's not forget.
Yep.
So we put the
I
buy a
love
box
how person
promo
says
for the
Vanilla
set.
Turtle is better than Nexus
Really
of
from
Fate.
cards
Hey
from
man, you know
Also,
what?
I
Yeah,
love
that
when
turtle
people
was invited to
time
the
for this, 'cause,
cookout.
it's
To
lost
the
in
Ridge
time
Ranger,
somewhere.
bro.
Where did it come from? You know?
Wait,
So,
yeah.
fun there.
All right,
Yeah, but
next
not the
up
Phyrexian
is
Rager.
Tasha's
That's a
Hideous
different animal.
Laughter. And this one is fairly recent in the grand scheme of
Oh
things.
my
Mm.
gosh.
But
I
Gavin,
haven't
what do you think
touched
about
my
this card?
modern mill in
one
so
really,
long that I
neat
almost
thing
forgot about
Hideous
this card.
Laughter is the cards from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms who have D&D
Interesting.
characters in them.
Mhm.
And so here we're able to reprint them because in a main Magic
Hey, congrats, Pablo. You had a good run.
On Zendikar or something like that. So it's a nice opportunity to be able to do that here. It's also a card people love. This is a very popular mill card.
Yeah.
I think in modern this card shows up sometimes. I've seen playing in some casual modern decks. People start trying to mill me out because your mana curves are also low. People.
Yeah, that
love
would
this one.
wreck
Glad to
a
give it to
modern
them
deck.
here.
Yeah, bro.
All right, and then the last card in our weird for weird sake section, Zakiel.
Mystery
you, like me,
Box
like
2.
a good fancy card, and this one
Currently only
is
available at
foil.
the
Yes.
And
convention.
Does this come in foil?
This card exclusively appears in foil.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Finally, a
This is our
flavor
first
win.
Future Sight frame card that we've
That
loaded
is
today,
cool.
And I know, again, some people probably were able to catch.
But
this
yeah,
over
you
the
can only get it
weekend,
at the
but Future
convention
Sight frame is
and the
returning
buy
to
a
the set,
box.
which is
I'm
super
hoping they
exciting.
would drop some info on the buy a
In
box
Mystery
or
Booster
the
2,
festival
there
in a
is
box.
roughly the drop rate is roughly 1.1 per box, so a little over 4%. So it'll feel a little bit.
Oh damn!
more
I
like
missed that drop
classic
rate.
Magic, where
A little under
each
4%.
individual foil is a little bit rarer than what we're doing
For a foil?
nowadays. But there's
Rare
a
foil?
handful of
Yeah.
cards that
Yeah.
only appear on the Future Sight frame sheet and non-foil, and some of
Mm.
them also only appear on the foil sheet. So
Ooh, so that means that the Future Sight foils are gonna be super expensive. Oh yeah.
I mean, speaking of storage,
Let's go.
This was, I have a nearly all foil Azami Commander deck, and for the longest time, I could not find a foil, and so I just I had this mission to find a foil, to the point where people got annoyed with me saying foil over and in. So I'm just glad we've got more of these out. In the
Yeah, with
I love
the
Future Sight frame. I've always loved the Future
playtest
Sight frame.
cards,
We have to do
yes.
it back here.
They're back
we're
as
not
well.
gonna turn all of Magic into that. It's not actually coming. You know, that is not the future we're going to really get.
Please
but
no.
it is fun to have a little bit of that. And in particular, I think
so
Eric
far
has
there's
done a
only
really
one
great
mystery
job choosing
too,
cards
Pablo.
that
So
look
it's
really
going to
good in that
be.
frame. And there's a number of
That's why
pieces
everyone's
that are
interested.
circular, have a central, kind of central.
They have not said
image of
retail
focus
or
that
convention
turns out
edition
so
yet.
good in that kind of circular looking frame. And you might see a few of those later.
Yeah, we are going to come back to the Future Sight frames. First, we are going to go with a different frame, which I don't think anyone saw coming. We're gonna put
wanted.
We're gonna put this up on here. Let's see.
Congrats, you 5%.
Good dog.
Really?
Why?
Why?
I knew an Infinity card was gonna make its way here, bro.
Yeah, so we haven't done a white bordered
Why?
cards in a very long time. And as we were kind of in our early brainstorm session,
So I guess I'm going to be the only one who defends it by saying that kind of looks kind of cute and I like it.
Of course,
there's an
you would
audience
love
out there for
Infinity.
them. There's a great pool of cards that I think people will really love. And as
I
I'm
haven't read
selling
the
this
card yet,
internally
but
in the
just from
building,
what I'm
everyone
looking
kinda
at,
looks
just
me
based
like,
on
"Are you
appearance
insane?"
alone,
And
I
I'm
agree.
like, yes, that's the whole point of
Yeah.
it. So
But there are
He
fans
gets
of
a
it,
treat.
they are,
Like,
and I am one of them.
Like looking at the internet this past weekend, some people are like, "Yes, finally, white borders again," right? And
Just why?
that's one thing. And speaking of,
because they needed to
strange
stir the
Magic
pot.
cards,
That's why.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
tired of everybody complaining about box
non-8-1
prices.
cards
Now
from
we can
Infinity.
complain about white borders.
And
Exactly.
I mean, the card. Look at the card. Will tell you how strange it is.
Well, I lost a few
Magic
subs
card.
because I said I wasn't a big fan of white border, and it's aesthetics. Like, of course, that's the only way I can get a duel.
You actually lost subs over that?
Yes.
I'm not meaning to laugh, but you know what? Hey man,
Yeah,
loyalty.
I know.
Some
I
people
thought it was
are
funny
loyal
too,
to
but
their
I was
white
like,
borders.
bruh.
Where else is that going to go, right? And so I think
Yeah.
it's seen like a tiny bit of eternal play as
It's
well.
all right,
So getting that in
unsubbers. You
somewhere
can
so
go sub to
find
my
more popular
channel.
on
I
YouTube.
love the white
are
borders.
definitely
I
one of those
literally
Yeah,
pick the
he's all
ugly
about the white borders.
at my
All right.
LGS when I'm drafting.
Next up is
He lives in a
strange
white
effect,
border.
something we
I
have
live in a
not
white border.
seen.
That's right.
But
Wow.
let's see seed time. Yeah, this is
Seat
another
time.
odd duck from.
Oh, nice. That's a good card.
It was
Judgment.
the
Thank
hot
you.
thing when
Yeah.
Judgment came out. So the story behind Seat Time,
Nice.
if for those who don't know, once again, every card has a story, and I can't tell them
I
all
want
because
it.
we only have so much time.
I'm going to be honest with
for
the
my
white
blue
borders. I think they look crisper, they look cleaner, and I personally like the look of them.
Turns out that wasn't very good
That's
plan.
not
very
But
good.
it was what people were trying to do with it. I'll also call out because I guess we didn't when we.
Nah, I love y'all, but I'm just saying, like,
You'll notice that
bruh.
these
All
have an
right,
expansion symbol
you know, whatever.
as well,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
These
yeah.
have-
Tripping
these
on
have
this
an
card though. I
expansion
need this in
symbol
my
and not
blue
the
hate
watermark
deck.
in the corner. That's true of a few different cards in this set. Do you want to talk about why we did that here, Zakil?
Yeah, I think one of the pieces of feedback that we've received over the past couple of years around variants is just being able to like tell the difference of a lot of these cards. So when we made the specialty versions of the specific sheets that are in the white border frame, the future sight frame, and the playtest cards, which we'll get into in a second, we wanted them
Like,
to
they should do it on
stand
theme,
out
like,
and just
at
be very
Christmas
intentional,
time,
people to
you
know
know?
where
That
they're
would make
from. So
sense.
if you get a cool
Hey, we're
white border
doing right
card,
borders
you'll be
for
able to
the
know,
holiday
like, it is in
season.
the
I'll
vintage
be
card,
like,
it
okay,
is a
I
new
get behind
card.
that.
Many of them don't exist in kind of the M15 frame, so it's a little wacky. Yeah.
Now, Zakil, to stay with you for a second, since we haven't talked about this, how often are you seeing a white bordered frame card in a mystery booster pack?
One per pack.
All of them.
Every
That's like
pack.
a dedicated
One
slot.
Oh.
Yeah, dedicated slot of white border, a dedicated slot.
They
of
have a
white border
dedicated
cards,
slot.
and a dedicated
Oh
slot.
yeah.
I would prefer if they
And when the
swapped
foil
out
feature
the
set
O
frame drops,
for
it
a
kicks out the
U.
future set
That'd
frame.
be
Correct.
awesome.
All right. Now we're gonna see a couple. We're gonna go. We got a streak of 4 here. Some pretty powerful cards.
Very
getting
fun,
Alright.
white
very
bo-
fun cards. These
Very
Where's
first
the
fun.
bitch?
Very
two-
super fun.
DJ's like, okay, I guess
Uh,
nobody's spelling
couple
with me
legacy
this morning.
staples. Let's see.
What's that?
DJ's like, nobody's
This was
spelling
the
with me
card
this
that
morning, I guess.
I
Fine.
plan on
Ooh,
using.
look at that.
Yeah,
Days.
exactly.
That's hard, dude. That's dope.
Days, I've spent a long time playing Legacy,
Huh.
about 10 years ago.
You're a dedicated slot.
Blue-red
Yeah.
That's right.
Blue-red green Delver.
We have the
and
loosest
Days was just a
slots.
staple, and it just does something to people. So
Oh,
I mean,
I
you
love
get dazed, you get annoyed. You get dazed by a white
There you go,
border
yeah.
daze. Yeah,
Yeah,
your tournament's over.
I talked about this a bit in my video yesterday, but when choosing white border, we had a few different categories, like, oh, it might look really good.
Why
with
gotta be a white border,
or
bro?
like, maybe it's
What's he
it'd be
saying?
a neat tournament card to have with a reason to have a white border.
Oh,
Like,
hell yeah,
it's my
Pablo.
one Dryad Arbor I can find in my deck while I'm going through quickly
Yeah.
or something like that. There's also some just memes that we put in there, and Days is definitely one of them. Because it really just adds that insult to injury of white border Days hitting you.
Yep. Speaking of insult to injury,
Not only did I
Yeah.
beat you with my spell, but it's ugly too.
Wasteland,
Goes with-
border.
Yeah.
Days and Wasteland, peas and carrots.
Yeah. The
Same,
I'm
guys-
loving
Wasteland.
You have your mana base perfect, and your opponent plays one of these, and you frown.
I
I
have
like
just
the
enough
art.
Bart Simpson in
This
me to
has an
just
uncommon
appreciate the hell out of this
one.
product, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the set symbols in Mystery Booster 2 reflect the card's original rarity. There is no, like Mystery Booster 1, there is no actual rarity distribution within the treatments themselves. So it's a kind of an equal flat rate across the entire treatment. So Wasteland will not appear more often than a rare card, but it does receive that uncommon.
Right, and just like in the first mystery booster, for example, on the white border sheet, there's 121 cards.
Yep.
You get one of those per pack, so every card is essentially 1 out of 121, with the exception of the foil sheet for the future sight foils. But that's where you get a little bit higher than the first mystery booster on card count.
Yep. I will note for chat, I see some people. You get it. You're tagging at Magic for questions in there. Save your questions for the end. We still have a bunch to get through. Oh man, yeah, we got a bunch to get through.
Exactly, Joel.
Save your questions for the end. I'll put a call out for them, and then we'll start going through. All right, let's move on through a couple of these. Next, let's see, Goblin Guide.
Just
All
a
right.
nice card in white border. I don't really have anything to say. You
Classic
play on
red
turn
attacker.
1. You're like, please don't draw the
I
Goblin Guide.
needed a
Please on turn
fourth
1, you're
Goblin
like,
Guide
come
anyway.
on,
Now I know which one to get.
And this
Yeah.
next card too, also a funny card in white border.
Yeah, it's so you can find it easier in your graveyard, right?
Yeah,
Let's see.
Yeah.
Burrow. There you go.
And nobody still get that Legends crown at the top. Right?
I will admit, of all the white
Yeah, easily.
borders,
That's
this one
exactly
is
the
the
reason, right? Easy to
least
find in
appealing
your
to
graveyard.
me.
The rest of your graveyard will be black bordered for sure. There won't be any dazes or
Can't front
wastelands
to
or
y'all.
Duros at
TCG
all.
dude don't roll like that.
Yeah.
But I do
Homie
want
don't
to,
play.
So our last white bordered card
Oh,
is,
man, this is
is
an all-timer.
odd duck.
One of my favorite jokes in the whole set.
That's an understatement.
Was he about to say
Let's
duck duck
see
goose?
white out.
Yeah.
Seeing it is really cool.
Nice.
Why?
That was clever. That's
Okay,
clever.
so this was a card that there was some interest in reprinting.
Because memes, that's why.
Popper sometimes. You can
Yeah, definitely scammed if I got that in this pack.
Story. Anyway,
yeah.
Eric had a funny idea. He comes over.
You know what's gonna be funny is when people use this as the new like alt art card, right? How people did the championship editions with the gold border blank. That's gonna be the new blank.
The white border sheet, very funny gag, and then no art. It's just so perfect, and that's the kind of thing that in a mainline Magic set was certainly not passable.
Why gotta be a whiteout?
Mystery booster. It is just it makes you delighted. It really just be like, guys, what's happening here? Like, what
bro,
is
yeah,
going
like
on?
that Key and Peele skit. That dude, that cracks me up so much.
That was
oppressive
good.
white
Let's move on
snow.
to the future side frame. We're going to talk a bit about it, but this first card is certainly one that people were asking for.
This is gonna be one of the first ones we locked in. I think.
It
was
had,
like, come
how
on.
can you not? It's, it's future
Future
sight.
Okay.
Frame.
It with the future sight frame. Hell yeah.
Magic cards of all
Yeah,
time. So
that's
also,
fair.
I put my thumb on the scale a bit for it.
Yep.
But I mean, come on,
Appreciate
you can't do the future sight frame and not put.
You're so dumb.
What are we doing otherwise?
It's great.
With the original art, I'll call that, by the way. So going back.
I'm kidding.
Yep. Absolutely.
He's very nice to meet in person.
Next up, let's see a card from Alliances. My favorite
His outfit
set.
was like what?
Really? Your favorite?
When I met him.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Well, this
teaching.
is an interesting one. This is a reprint.
Okay,
and this
so
art
some
has
more of
never
the
shown
free
up
spell
in
type
before,
cards.
So, or at least I don't believe it has. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
what we
cool to
need
do
is
that
more
here
free
and get
spells.
this
Always.
Kind of tricky to reprint free spell that uses -2, -1
Yeah,
counters
very
out in the
strange.
world. You know, once again, not a thing that's very easy to put in a Magic set, but Mystery Booster gives us a nice place to do it.
Where's this?
I mean, I like it. It's a cool
Yeah.
card,
think
you
it's
know.
either
So
from-
like
I
this
think
is
from
from the
Magic Online
Force
versus Magic Online versus
cycle,
Magic
like
Online
Force of
versus-
Will, right?
Although there are some cards here that
Is
are
it?
brand new art.
Yeah,
So
this
Fossil
is the
Soul
black
goes
one.
right
Oh,
into
wow.
Magic Online.
Oh, I didn't even know that existed.
Next up,
It's all good.
don't know who's responsible for this, but here's some
Why-
Oracle.
Does look cool, though.
Definitely me, yes.
Blame
I
GPS.
approve.
I am partial to Merfolk in Magic in general. It's my favorite.
And you
feature
like a
type,
cheap
and
win.
This is
You need to
probably
go.
the best one. Doesn't
That's
quite
right,
do the
that's
Merfolk
right.
specific thing,
Yeah.
but
TCG dude has got
Yeah.
things to
True
do.
statement that this is a Merfolk.
Thassa, I'm out.
Speaking of combos earlier,
Yeah,
I know this card
I
was spoiled
mean-
over the weekend. Demonic Consultation.
Honestly,
the set.
I-
Yeah, on the future
of
site
all the
frame,
cards to
so-
ban, I mean,
maybe
a
pretty
turn
hard.
one
but
or
you
two
could,
win
you could combo.
Thassa's Oracle.
Yep,
It's like
all
you're
of
not
you,
even playing the
people who
deck,
play
dude.
more
Like
competitive
that's
sizes than
it's
Majors, there's
dumb.
lots of- Lewis
you know.
Stardust was playing in our event over the weekend.
I guess it's a
Lewis
cool
Stardust
win,
is
but is
competitive
it though?
commander set
Is it
secretly,
really?
And I'm like, I'm not saying
All
anything.
right,
but,
all right.
there are a few cards in there that if you enjoy that format, there'll be some cards. For you.
All right. Next up, we're going to see two Legacy staples again. You know, Ezekiel was like, "Hey."
I'm kind of happy to hear that they're giving some support for Legacy
So let's
reprints.
see.
I was just
Yeah.
talking about how that
Calling this a legacy
that
staple,
format's
it's really just
kinda
like a
dead.
Magic.
It is a
Yeah.
Magic staple.
It's like Commander,
Ooh,
Legacy,
interesting.
Cube, everywhere you
This feels
go.
like a fever
Another-
dream of a card. I'm not
And it
gonna
looks
lie.
so good in that frame.
Just
They
classic.
Yeah,
It just hits
it's cool.
perfectly. That art and that frame.
It's
is
funny
one
how
that-
like Swords like
I mean,
retains its
what
value
does it
with
say
the
about Swords of
gazillion
Legends that's been
reprints
set
it
the past
gets.
30 years, but
Yeah.
it is an amazing.
Well, because
Magic card.
everybody
like
wants to put it in
Soul
every
Ring.
deck.
Soul Ring and now Arcane
that
Signet.
Card, I believe
know.
we
Yeah.
saw over the weekend. I don't think we saw this next
Well,
card.
Arcane
I don't
finally
think
went
so.
down.
It wasn't made out of it. So here is the
Yeah,
Future
because
Sight
Swords.
frame
I get you, Brian.
Ooh,
with
There you go.
please tell me that's gonna have a
mask.
foil one.
Ezekiel, I feel like you were in on picking this art. This
Yes.
feels like a Ezekiel.
$100
Yes,
for a
yes,
foil
very much
future
so.
sight
So
brainstorm.
This is,
I'm calling it
probably,
now.
I would argue the most iconic artwork for Brainstorm. Back in the day of
Oh, I mentioned
Jam
earlier
Legacy
that
games,
Des
it was
is
the coolest
wrong.
version
I
that
was
people were super
incorrect
excited
in
about.
that in saying that.
It also, this version of the card also, I think, really
You'll know
materially
why,
feels different
or
from the
he'll know
original
why.
one and brings something new to the table. But iconic artwork. This will be available in foil. I'm just very excited to bring this to life. This is kind of a dream.
He did
come
say
true.
foil,
Also,
right?
that circular art just looks so nice.
So, Brain, didn't you pull this in foil out of one of your tournament packs the other day?
The
Speaking
next,
of iconic Magic cards.
speaking of iconic Magic cards, how can we
Oops.
forget the next two? I was very excited to put these in this show. It's from the era where I started, but I didn't get them as promos at the time because you had to read the back.
Oh, they're reprinting some promos. Everyone's gonna be happy.
We've got 2 cards that were originally promo only cards, and we've reprinted them in a couple other ways since then. At least one of them.
So now the people that got those cards are gonna feel on special.
Yeah.
The Nalathni Dragon and Arena.
Yeah, so Nalathni Dragon was given out at I believe at Magic.
Okay, that's dope.
Sweet.
I actually wanted
I'm
to read
stoked because I
All right,
wanted
so-
that card. Yeah.
Back in 19.
See, it's the whole thought process of if you're getting birthday presents at your birthday, why shouldn't I get birthday presents at your birthday?
I don't think it's ever been reprinted, and we thought.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna have promo cards, that re-release them so I can get them too, so that way I can get birthday presents at your birthday.
This is artwork you've never seen before because of course you've never seen.
I'm excited about
I need
that
both
Arena
those.
reprint.
Give it to me
And
now.
then Arena is
Yeah,
Right now.
so-
Right now. Yes.
Yeah,
That's an
so
old
there were a
frame
series of
Arena
books back
originally
in the day
that I've
that
actually been
also
wanting
were
for my
made,
retro frame Naya
Mana
deck.
Crypt and Sewers
Anybody
of
following me knows that's my thing
where
that
they
I'm
came from.
slowly
You would have
building.
to,
It's actually
back in the day,
sleeved
you
and
would
ready to go.
cut
I'm
out
in the
UPC
process of
label
just
and mail
optimizing
it
and
in
blinging.
physically.
But yeah,
They
Arena
mail you back a
retro
card.
frame Arena has
So
been one of the
Arena
cards I've been
was,
wanting for it.
I believe the promo from buying the
So
book
now
called
with that
Arena,
modern frame
which to
reprint,
this day
hopefully that old
Yeah.
one will go down in price.
I stand
Yeah.
by that.
Yeah, I can pick it up.
It's really good.
I love.
I'll be right
the
back.
variation cards. It's like Sewers of Estar
Yeah.
or Winter
Right.
Centaur or
Mana
Mana Crypt.
Crypt.
They're pretty similar power level cards. Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, also, there are some cards that are at a more classic high power level. Like maybe the next
Maybe
preview
the
card.
next card because
I think you've probably seen this one before.
I mean, it just tells you Soul Ring is the future of Magic.
There it is.
Not going anywhere.
Look at that. And
There you
it just
go.
looks so good.
Yeah.
It just looks so good.
Foil would be amazing.
This along with Plowshares is just like classic. Like you just have to do it. Absolutely amazing.
Yep. If you open it limited, it's strong. By the way, I'd recommend drafting it.
I ordered one of these on Adam and Eve the other night.
It would probably also go well with our next game, although that's not why this card exists.
Oh yeah, and
The
this next
one
one's
C
actually-
ring
This
to
is
rule them
kind of
all.
wild. So it's a powerful card. It's Urza, Lord High Artificer. In the
Again,
frame, but I want to talk about
That
this
is
art.
cool though. That is
Yeah,
the
I believe this is the.
I like
That
the
is
art
great.
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
The art
From the
is
Vanguard
awesome.
cards.
From the Vanguard cards.
This is from the
Physical
physical
Vanguard
Vanguard
I'll give him
cards. I'm
that,
sure
but
you all
it-
remember.
he got
Yeah.
For
slaughtered,
those who
bro.
don't know,
He
we
was
made,
like a high
kind of
value
Vanguard
card,
cards back
and
in
then
the
just
90s
printed him
that
into
you
the
could
ground.
play alongside your decks that had like abilities on them and a starting life total increase and a hand total change, whatever.
Yeah.
And they have some really iconic characters on them, right? So
It was
a lot
all
of-
like the Weatherlight saga. It
Yes,
was like
exactly.
Gerard and Mysterey and Krovax. Yeah.
and those are Vanguard exclusive artworks. Well, until now, Zakil,
Yeah.
you want to tell the story?
Yeah, I think this was, I believe, Eric Engelhardt, again, one of the other designers on the set. In our development, of course, we go through whiteboards, we go through Future Sight, and one day he comes up to us, he's just like, guys, I have an idea. What if we bring back, again, the Vanguard art on these awesome cards? Because both
Nice.
Urza and maybe a few other cards that people will see over the next
Yeah. How many
couple weeks,
Urzas, bro?
feature these. And it's just really,
Let's
I
see.
think,
1,
telling the
2,
story of these
3,
iconic characters
4.
and bring them to life in a way that
What is this
really
like the
reflects Magic's
8th or
history.
9th
And
or
it
like
feels so
10th?
classic, right? These Vanguard
I'm gonna say
art pieces
8th or
are,
9th.
feel like that
Urza.
classic kind of 90s art that
Not
Magic
including
had, and
variants
it's just cool to
in
see them repurposed here on a number
not
of
including the
cards.
variants
And also on
in
cards like Urza, which is played a lot.
foils and
We do an
promo
alternate
stamps
choice,
and
right? You have
that.
the classic
Just
Urza
artwork.
vibe. You have this version for you, and this only appears on the foil.
That
sheet.
you
Correct,
gotta
yes, it
admit
only
though,
appears on the foil
Duel,
sheet
the
with
art
the
is
site
pretty
and
sick,
slot.
bro.
So
I
very
gotta
excited
give it
to
that.
see open.
But
Yeah,
dude,
I'm
another
sure you
reprint.
all are now
Like,
running
yeah.
to search of all the other Vanguard cards to try
Well,
to figure out
it's
who else might be in here.
it
That's not all of
reminds me
them,
of
but
like
there
the
are some of
older
them.
era
It'll be a
Magic,
mystery.
Yeah.
right? Like
It'll be a mystery.
pre-2000s
Yeah, it is.
artwork.
All right.
And
next we're
Murd
gonna take
Teeted,
another
bro.
look
That
at
too.
a subset of cards.
Oh,
that
yeah,
are
this
doing
Okay,
one
the
this
weird
one,
as well.
thing.
yeah,
This one takes some setup for sure.
If you think we couldn't top Future Sight frame Urza Saga with Urza with the Vanguard art, how about Oracle of the Alpha with an Acorn stamp?
Yep. So this is from
Okay.
Magic the Gathering Arena. It's an arena only card. And we were working on this set once again.
Ooh,
Eric had, like, this wild idea. And actually,
Conjure.
I talked about it too. So I was like, okay, what if
They
I went to
finally
Eric and I
printed a
asked, what if we
card
put
with
some,
Conjure.
arena only cards in this The ones that could kind of work, and when we would put them in.
I'm as excited about Conjure as I am stickers.
And we went through the list of the arena-only cards, and this was a card.
Someone said, "Why?"
The alpha. It's like this is super
Acorn legality. So is that like?
It doesn't really work in the Magic rules, so we decided we would put it in with an Acorn stamp. So don't worry, it's not going to show up in Legacy or Vintage or whatever.
So it's a turn 0.
So if you
not legal anywhere card.
And for all those cube players out there, finally
except I guess in the sealed environment where you're actually drafting this, which is kind of nuts.
We're going to show a few. Next, let's take a look at Sanguine Brushstroke. This is another one that it makes a blood
that
artist.
should be with a
blood artist. It just shows up. You know, most people probably know what that does. And
you just take out a U and an H and add an EA.
There's a very small number of them. We chose a few variants that we thought people would really want to own. So it's not like you're going to have to do a lot of this effect of conjuring cards or what have you. But there's a little bit of it. And just enough.
So was this the conjure cycle basically?
Like, I've never seen this card before, and then you look it up and it's an arena only card, and it really adds.
To be honest, I didn't do enough brewing in arena when they had the conjure cards, or if they still have them rather.
Lightning bolts
to tell you how many they have, but I am aware it was a thing.
Yep, and this card, great and limited. You're 3 mana, 3/3 haste. Sign me up. And then I can fit 4 lightning bolts in my bag. So yeah, some really funky stuff you can do with these.
Dude,
there's a few more. Like I said, it's not tons and tons of them. But there's a few more.
It's so weird. Into your library, you could kind of. I mean, if you have all the cards on the side, maybe.
Yeah, you just have them set aside, just like a token, if you know you're playing with the card.
Right.
Yeah, so they drop in the Future Sight frame slot.
Just gotta remember that you put those cards in your library, you know.
Oh yeah, before your next game and all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
it can be problematic, I'm sure.
But they replace a Future Sight frame.
Yeah, I need the conjure where my whole deck is lightning bolt.
Our last section, backed by popular demand, are test cards. I keep like going off screen here. We saw
that way you can be that annoying guy.
You'll note it. You'll get one of these in every.
Annoying.
You can be that annoying guy at the tournament. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
But the first
how'd you get to 5, bro?
Powerful card. Now
wait a minute.
Note for the first.
Hey, you gotta appreciate LARPers.
Right.
Now I want these test cards. These sound interesting to me. Just to have in your collection.
They are actually.
I want those.
Which is very.
It's a good way to find have a good look at how the game is put together and how like things that are like, okay, this didn't make it as a card, but we can learn it.
Just super iconic artist with respect to Magic. And I know
blueprint
was, I believe, originally an unknown playtest card.
That's right. So kind of a fun little thing. I've truly been seeding this for a while. So when my unknown events kicked off in Philadelphia, these used to play test cards as well, though they look a little different. They're actually stickered onto cards there. And I've actually been previewing cards from Mystery Booster playtest cards since the first unknown event.
There's a 15/15 Eldrazi squirrel.
Now going back,
I freaking need it in my life.
Yep. So you can speculate on that, but it's been kind of a fun thing to seed in over the last little bit of time. And so you've been playing with them. If you've been coming to the Magic Cons, you've been playing with them already for
Yeah, good point. Which is saying test cards are more playable than Alchemy.
Did in the first one. People loved it. They're like, I want to get this for my cube. I want to be able to play with this card. And so I'm happy to say it's here for you. You can get a copy of it. And getting Dan Fraser to do that art is great. And also, to be clear, this card is ridiculous. It is as good as it looks. So turns out a Mox you can only use 4 times. Still a really strong Mox.
I mean, Lotus Petals and Mox you can only use once, and that card's pretty busted. So yeah. Anyway, next up, Kozilek Completed. 2 words that definitely needed to be put together.
Oh boy.
Phyrexian Eldrazi. 2 more words that definitely needed to be put together. Yeah.
And that's exactly why we did it. I was working on the playtest cards.
That's awesome.
Like, what are some fun mashups to? I was like, definitely gotta have the Phyrexian Eldrazi, right? So we bashed them together. And what you have here is a very brutal package. These were a lot of fun to work on. These are sort of like a fun. When I needed a break from working on my main projects or something like that, working on
these that bottom one's rude.
I made a ton of them, but I do want to give a
shout out. That?
A number of designers internally sent me just like, here's a random card.
Whenever this creature attacks, if any player sacrifices a permanent for each poison they have, dude, that is gnarly.
An effect instead of an annihilator.
I don't call it, of course. I
Oh
don't think
yeah.
any of you would think this, but just to be clear, these are not legal in any format but Mystery Booster Draft, right?
Yeah.
You can't play these cards in Legacy. Don't worry
That's
about
crazy,
it.
bro.
If you rule zero them into Commander, of course, that's between you and your play group. But they are legal in the draft format, which I think is really fun because it adds just a bit of wild stuff happening in every single draft.
Yeah. Speaking
Yeah.
of wild stuff, there were a few points where we out-memed ourselves. In the case of our next card, which is Avacyn's Collar, the symbol of her church, has that ability Shackle, which is fun and doesn't actually exist on a Magic card. Ezekiel, what's just for anyone who doesn't know, what's this mean?
I do not know.
Okay.
All right, so
Haha.
if you
I
just,
surprised you with
if you
that.
just on the Magic internet too much,
Shackle.
Wow.
That's an interesting
there's a
mechanic.
piece of flavor text on Ancient.
Yeah.
So
It's
Avacyn's
for
Collar,
the
church. It has gone on to make a
S and
huge magic
M
meme on
or not
Reddit
S and
and
M.
Twitter and
Yeah,
other
yeah,
places.
yeah.
And so I thought it'd be very fun
exclusive
to make a card
decks.
that was Avacyn's Collar, symbol of her church, which of course.
Oh yeah, I play BDSM Magic all the time.
That's right.
I can make whatever one-off mechanic I want. It really is inspired by.
But I pay
That's
extra.
the only way I play.
It's really a set dream come true for me. And so Shackle does not exist, but it could someday. Who knows? And you can put it on your opponent's creatures like a negative.
The nose.
All right. We're going to try to run through these last ones pretty quick so we have time for questions. In other words, TLDR.
Yeah, your opponent ever played a creature?
Wow.
I don't want to read all that.
They actually
This
made
is a card,
TLDR.
right? So they cast Questing Beast, you cast TLDR, it goes away. And one thing that I did try to do with these is I know some players enjoy putting them in their cubes. So many of them are, priced at a cube potential rate. So black to exile. Probably any creature that's going to be in a cube is certainly a card you'll consider putting in.
All right.
Wow,
next up,
I
we
was
got
today years old when I
fluorescent
learned
stuff.
that ability word and keywords
Nope.
are different.
All right. Well, we skipped it.
Yeah.
Glimpse the unthinkable.
Well, so Aaron Forsyth has this thing he does where
Yeah.
he likes taking card names with like blank the blank and putting a comma after the first word to create a legendary creature.
Yep.
And I told him I was working on Mystery Booster 2, and he's like, let me send one in. And Aaron sent me Glimpse the Unthinkable, which I put directly into the set. And his idea is you can't choose it. No matter what you do, it's unthinkable. You can't target it. You can't choose it. You can't choose the card name. It's all unthinkable. And
All right. And then
Brian.
I love it, bro.
favorite
Especially
card.
because I'm a mill guy. So like I run Glimpse the Unthinkable, which has now been kind of power leveled out. But that's
There
beside the
it
point.
is.
They made it
Send 'em out.
legendary
Yeah, it's literally
creature.
just a list
And he
of all
can't
the
think.
cards that
He
we
can't
use
do
within
it. No.
Shout out to 2014 Modern.
yeah,
Love it.
exactly.
I need
Every
this
one of
card
these
in my
cards that showed
life.
up in your 2014 Jund Modern deck.
Jund
cast
them
it.
out. There you
Also, I gotta say, I
go.
love the tiny
Yeah.
bags on these playtest cards. So the reminder text for Retrace says, sorry, no room for reminder text, which, just a fun little thing we're able to do there. Ask someone, they'll know.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
All right. Let's throw up the product
Seems
shot.
like it's just a cheeky
for
little
Mystery
thing only us
Booster.
Magic
And
players get.
Ezekiel, can you talk to us a little bit about how people can experience Mystery Booster 2?
Yep. So Mystery Booster 2 will be available
Only at the BDSM
Magic
room.
Las Vegas convention as well as future conventions. And it will
BDSM.
also be available for folks at home through Festival in a Box.
Yes.
More details
Tell us
will
about
be
it.
coming soon.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
More details
oh,
on
they're
that
gonna leave us
soon.
hanging?
We don't have anything to reveal on Festival in a Box, but
Boo.
soon TM. Yes, very soon.
All right.
Okay, now we are going to get to the Q&A section of the event. For those of you who've done this before or haven't done this before, the easiest way for me to find your questions is to tag @Magic in chat. I'll be watching here on my magical computer on my foot, and we'll talk about as much as we can. So let's start with. Okay, so here was a question I saw a couple times. It might have been the same person, but still a fun question. Are there enough reprints in Mystery Booster 2 with either the white border or the future sight border that one could have a full viable deck? It says modern, but let's go any format. We saw a lot of legacy staples here. Do you think you could do a full deck in just the Mystery Booster future sight frame or white border?
Well, white border for sure. People already build white border commander decks, right? So you could this upgrades your white border commander deck with all kinds of fun new options.
Yeah,
future
everyone's
site,
complaining.
we push
This
it
would have
little
been a
bit,
lot more
maybe
in
pushing it on the future
store.
site a little bit, but
Exactly.
maybe you can make it work. Lands, of course, will be an issue for the future site.
Sure,
One thing people did see over the weekend, which I'll talk about now, is in White Border, we did snow-covered lands. People saw, I think, snow-covered island and snow-covered
Okay, that's all right.
funny because
Is
the
it
White Border
only snow-covered though?
That's the joke.
I'm curious.
But so now you've got great new land choices for your White Border stuff.
There you go. Will there be a
future site's actually
retail?
tough 'cause
That's what we
of the
want to know.
lands, I think that's
Yeah.
gonna be tricky.
Yeah.
But if you ignore the lands, you got some good heaters in there.
You can get there.
Throw something together.
You can get there.
I wouldn't say you're going to be winning a legacy tournament, but you could play something cool.
You'll be able to do something.
There's a lot of brainstorming in your deck.
Yeah.
so
That's true.
that's
Fair enough,
something.
fair
You're
enough,
off to a
fair
good
enough.
start.
We'll let you
A lot of
conjure it.
questions about tokens. There are no
Yeah, right.
no tokens in this.
No tokens in this. They would that'd be very hard collation wise. You'd add tokens for an 1800 card pool. Very, very awkward. You could open tokens that, I don't know. If you made a 2/2 zombie.
Yeah, every
you would
booster
like the ones you
box
actually
comes
open
with
them.
a stack of sticky notes, and
Alright.
you use those.
Oh,
to
with
check-
the oh, don't forget about the Power 9 tokens.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Let's open another card. You complete me.
So this
Aw.
card's idea was, what if you became a Phyrexian? So that was what this came from. Sort of like, I originally called it Form of the Phyrexian, but it wasn't an enchantment, so I changed the name. But yeah, your Let's Go becomes 10. You get a Phyrexian Arena. So you'll probably win before that happens. You can also spend 2 life. for 1 mana.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Create an emblem here, which spells normally don't do.
Wow.
Magic. So that's what makes this a little bit of
Interesting.
All right.
Complete me.
I think you can.
Yeah, Brian. So, what
probably
kind of
answer this. I
snow
don't know.
are
You
we
know better
talking
than I.
about?
Gavin, do any of the playtest cards feature a new mechanic that is currently in the file of an upcoming set?
There's one of the fun things we did in the first mystery booster is we did show off some upcoming stuff. For example, Enchantmentize came out in the very next set. There is Beyond Death as One with the Stars. We had flying counters in there, which hinted at Aquaria. Here's what I will say. I'll say mystery booster is a great test bed for us to try things out and put discarded mechanics in. So I'll tell you for sure there are many mechanics in mystery booster 2 that we discarded for other sets and did not use. And yeah, maybe there are a card or two that are going to come out in the future. Who's to say? Stay tuned.
All right. Okay, we're going to do this question for both of you and answer it kind of however you want.
Yeah, WoW
Zakil,
Classic
let's start with
fans
you.
got a
What are
very
your top
similar answer
3
from
favorite
developers
cards in
about
Mystery
Season of
Booster?
Discovery recently. So
Oh yeah.
Brainstorm,
yeah,
Wasteland, Days.
about how
They're all
it's
like,
testing good.
maybe.
Right there.
We
So-
know who Zakil is.
Well,
Probably.
they say, well, why do you think
we're
we're making it testing good? You know, they don't.
They
They try and
so
invoke
I love all the
the
gaps. So I
thought,
love
but
White
they
Out with
don't
the White
actually
Frame.
say
I love
the loud part. out
There's
loud.
this playtest card, and I'm blanking on the name of the Abbot of the Sacred Meeple, which is 1 and a white for a
What?
2/2, and it's got a brick of text that's got like this mechanic. It's like, yeah, during your each of your odd beige numbered production phases, if here's a list of things, and it's like there's exceptions of like shoe right and apiary. It's all nonsense. It's like a board game reference.
Yeah.
I love that card. I love goofy things like that. So I love both those. And then I gotta say I love the Colossal Dread Mom, or the Colossal Dread Mom, which is a card on the playtest card sheet, which I premiered in the Unknown events, and players loved. They flipped out over it. So much so that Rachel Weeks built up a whole deck that she's been showing off and talking about for months and playing of like, here's a cool playtest card. And then to have it actually printed.
Thanks, Rachel.
Was rad. So of course I take the goofy direction, but there's a lot of fun reprints and some really deep cuts. Like there are some cards here. I mean, there's one I want to talk about, but hasn't been shown off yet. I don't want to talk about it. It's an uncommon.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, sure, why not? So I don't know if we have an image for you, but
But just,
before
Can I geek out? Can I geek out?
there was a contest to submit dual decks to Magic the Gathering online. Like or fans submitted contests, and then they were going to make the new Phyrexia versus Mirrodin Pure dual deck series for Magic Online. Okay. Before I came to Wizards, I submitted my decks to this project, and my decks won. One of my decks won the fan contest. I won this contest before I came to Wizards.
Rigged.
And they printed my dual deck. It was a Magic Online only dual deck, and one of the cards from that dual deck, Spawning Pit, with the symbol, the expansion symbol for the new Phyrexia versus Mirrodin Pure dual deck, appears in this set. So that is a very special card to me because it's really the first product I ever worked on before I came to Wizards, and that finally exists in paper in reality. Like I said, we don't have the image to show you here today, but it is a real delight for me, and definitely one that you look at and you'll be like, I have no clue where this is from. So very special card to me.
And
in the
I'll
set.
also say, if it isn't already obvious, so much of this set is really just a love letter to like long fans.
Yeah.
Like there's tournament staples, there's fun memes, there's cool riffs
There's
referencing other
Vanguard
sets.
art.
There's Vanguard art from 20 years ago. Excuse me. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. But it's just really a celebration of
Bro,
Magic's history.
it's like
There's
that
something in
Seattle
that
Flyers
and,
hitting
like, we
hard.
really wish to bring that part out.
Yeah.
Just making it a really fun
Yeah, right.
experience for people who can draft it and just have a good time.
Right, and I really love that. I think it helps bridge the gap in a cool way. 'Cause if
Somebody
you're new,
get
you
this
open
man a
these
Starbucks,
I've seen a lot of these
please.
cards before. There's weird.
He's
what cards
dying.
have this- What these future site frames?
Yo,
If
did you
you've played
guys
Magic
hear
for
that the
25 years,
freaking
you open it up and it's
main
all stories. So that's what it's about,
First
and it
Street
brings
and
that
Pike
together. One thing we haven't even
Place
talked about, by the way,
Starbucks
is in the
shut
first Mystery
down
booster,
like
there was a
last
dedicated
week.
slot in every pack for a
Really?
pre-15
In
card.
yeah, in the
So
heart
we
of
didn't get a ton
Seattle,
of those.
dog.
We were able to
Starbucks
do some
shut
work and
down.
remove that
Like the not
restriction.
the whole
So actually, this time
corporation,
around,
but
there's just
like
a
one of
ton
their
old
main
border cards floating
stores
around with old
at
wordings
one of the
and what have
biggest
you. So when
like
you open
bus
your pack,
hubs in
it really does
Seattle.
feel like it
Yeah.
is
Shut it
Magic
down.
history.
Yeah, bro.
And you're playing
Crazy.
the first ever
So
draft.
what you're telling me is we're seeing the end of classic Washington hipster movement, where grunge was king,
Wow.
coffee was gold, and
Abilities of the slivers, but only some of them
Yeah.
worked. You know, so there's
Yes.
just so much fun stuff like that, and I can't wait for you to draft it at Vegas. It is going to be awesome.
Kurt Cobain, more like
Did
Kurt
he
so
know that,
lame.
related to
Oh, hey now. Hey now.
those
Just
are
kidding.
older
Hey,
cards.
brother,
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking
hey, bro.
Will
Hey,
the
bro.
older cards have
I'll
their
live
original
that.
wording, or
You
will
know
they
what I'm
have
saying? I
the-
wake up in the morning
Yeah,
and
so
I hear
feature
Pearl
site,
Jam
whiteboard, playtest, anything
without the
that is,
radio.
that is like brand new to this product in terms of how it looks.
Heaven
has
forbid it's
updated wording.
Nirvana.
We templated those. But
Yeah,
kind of the
yeah.
only way to make a set of this
Nirvana.
size work is
Hey,
to
boy,
do
got me
Nirvana.
that
what was
Nirvana.
first Mystery Booster
Yeah.
pioneered, and we did here. So those cards all use
I like
pop
put
wording
on some
from the original
Nirvana
printings, which
when
I
I
actually find
eat
really
my
charming. You
burrito.
open a card from Tempest, and it's like, if this is attacking, it's +1/+1.
Oh,
And you're like,
man.
that's not how Magic cards look, and we all know what it means. But you read it, and once again, it's kind of a fun story to tell. So it's walking through history on those old cards is a blast, and they use the original printed wording. So you'll have some enters the battlefield. You'll
well, I
have
guess that
some,
Washington hipster movement took 30 years, but it finally died out.
Yeah.
Doubtful.
It took a whole generation and a
And
half.
then I am seeing some questions about knowing what's in the set and is this going to show up on Gather and Card Image Gallery and stuff like that. So
Nah,
it will
the
be a
Seattle
full-
music scene
it won't
is
be a
never
full
really
Card Image
dead. It
Gallery,
just kind of
all of the reprints will be
fluctuates.
listed, but we will let you know before you can purchase it. If you want to know, you don't have to. If you want
Seems
to
like the
know
music scene itself's
full
going
list
back to like
of
California, New York.
Not today.
There's a lot coming out of Chicago right now.
Today.
Oh,
But it
okay.
will not be the full set until we get closer.
Yeah, I hear that drill rap is something.
Give it a little
I don't know. I gotta
mystery a little
tap
bit.
in a little
yeah,
bit
well,
more
we go,
for
I
recent
really encourage
music.
you, if you are going to play it,
I like
go
heard about that
as
Kendrick
possible
Lamar
because
Drake
yeah,
beef
it is
and
so
how
fun to
everybody
just
and their
crack a pack
mom was
and have
doing
no
stuff
clue
for
what
it. But
stuff
like,
is in
yeah,
there.
other than
So
that, I
you'll
kind of
do a few
listen to
little
my
hits
own
today.
stuff.
Maybe follow social a bit, but if you're coming to Vegas,
Oh, and
try
then
come in
listening to
knowing
you
that.
fools on YouTube 8 hours a day.
And I'll just,
That's how you- that's how you should do, though.
Something Zacchaeus
Right?
said.
How else am I
You
gonna
know, it
get my
helps us.
magic
This
know-how?
is a convention
Yeah.
exclusive. There is the festival in a
And
box.
of course,
You can
live
purchase the
memes.
Festival in a box. If more
Yes, the
details come
memes.
on that.
Before I even
we
understood what
did
the
for
word
Mystery
meme was,
Booster
and I read it
original, we did
actually
do
is
it
Mimi,
in spoiler
unironically. What the hell's a Mimi?
So
Yeah, right?
For now, Mystery Booster 2,
I'm young, but I'm
convention experience or festival in a box.
you
That's how you will
know,
get.
I get as confused as the rest of
Um,
them sometimes.
Yeah, Kane. And then we're
There are
on the.
questions about these.
I had it blew up so that we
events
could see the
being
chat
on
because the chat on
demand
these
or
live streams
registered
are
beforehand in
amazing
Vegas.
sometimes.
I don't know if either of you.
They actually
I
rip
don't
into
understand that.
Magic
They're
more
not
than
on
we
the
do
events team.
on some
I'll
occasions.
say that you'll be
It's
learning more
crazy.
about that soon.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, we couldn't put Mystery Booster 2 up on the website.
Well, back in
yet,
our
so,
negative
past
days,
times
but
we're
yeah.
Also out at Gen Con working this past weekend. So
Yep.
stay tuned for more on that. More information on that in the very near term future.
Okay.
But I will say there'll be tons of it at Vegas.
Yes.
If you come to
Come
Vegas,
on. Give
there'll
us the
be a lot of
price,
stuff
you
happening.
a-holes.
I know, right?
The white bordered cards
It's
coming
like a
forward.
bad Facebook
They do
reel
not.
and just keeping us hooked until the
Part-
end.
part-
I've never been in foil.
They've never been in foil, and a foil whiteboarder card looks very weird. We've had
Foil
some
whiteboarder
examples
looks
randomly
weird,
from
he
like
says.
a few years back, and they look like silver bordered cards. It's like kind of jarring.
Yeah, I mean, even when we started doing foiling in core sets at the time, we black bordered
Right.
them instead of having.
Yeah, I can actually
very
imagine that
weird.
white border foil
As
would
I-
look kind of odd.
Mystery Booster 3.
But
Maybe,
that's
yeah,
my-
maybe.
What I'm telling everyone is like we got to save something for Mystery Booster 3 because I don't know how we're going to top this. Right? This is wild.
Yeah.
So this is definitely the wildest Magic set we have ever created at least. It is full of just wild stuff.
Yep. Okay, and then I see questions specifically about Festival in a Box. More details on that are coming soon. TM very soon. Not today, but very
He's
soon.
like, everyone, stop asking how much it is. We'll tell you
All right.
later.
We are
No price range. Dang
this flew by. We had a ton of cool stuff to talk about. So
ask about the
Mystery
price.
Booster 2
Yeah, we
is
gotta go.
coming soon.
Nice.
You know you'll be able to play it at MagicCon Las Vegas. Details on that are coming soon. Festival in a Box.
Yeah, so when we signed up for Mystery Booster, well, I guess when I signed up for Mystery Booster Draft, I think that's what I did.
You lucky bastard.
I'm not sure if it's going to be the original Mystery Booster or this Mystery Booster. And dog, if it's this Mystery Booster, oh man, I made the right choice.
Someone said Festival in a Box crashes your site, hopefully. Dang.
Next week.
Wow, dude.
Bye, Gavin.
Thanks for watching.
Gavin Verhey, the visionary.
He's my hero. Bruh. Yeah, so poor gamer. Yeah. Well, interesting. I love it. I love it. He's all okay. Thanks for telling us things are coming soon. P.S. Ban Nadu. No one can avoid Vegas. Tell me about it. We manage though. Ah, dude. Like some of the stuff in chat, it's amazing. Well, guys, yas. What do you guys think?
Overall, I'm really excited. I think I came out the gate in the show just ripping and roaring, and I think I still have that same energy.
I have thoughts about the last statement. Tell us about the price, and you know, that whole thought process. Never talk about price. When I was doing conventions for to try to line up other DJ work and whatnot in Southern California, I was always going to the NAMM show. I was always going to these musician conventions and whatnot. And one of the things they always said, never talk price on your product, because especially if you have a product, like say, for example, not only are you putting out the music, but you're putting out CDs and whatnot, never talk price on the product, because the MSRP is just manufactured suggested retail price, and it's never the retail price of somebody else. So that way, if you talk price on something when you're putting out a product, then it's like, well, the comic book shop or the card collector shop that I go to is selling it for double the price that you're saying it should go for. Well, that's not the price. That's the suggested retail price. We suggest it. We're not making a rule that it should be sold at that. Not like Nintendo sometimes says, look, you can't sell the new Nintendo for more than $599.
Yeah.
I'm pulling that number out of my ass, by the way.
Right. No, but just for, example's sake.
But yeah, so it's like when people always ask about prices and say, oh, yeah, well, we want to know what the price is before we're going to invest in it. I think that's a bad option to even ask, especially asking a manufacturer or even the creators of the game, because half the time they don't know what your local shop is going to be charging. They don't know what your whatnot guy is going to be charging. They don't know, I mean.
There's no MSRP anymore, so they can charge whatever they want.
Yeah,
I think it's also worth taking into consideration that this is an atypical product, right? Draft, set, collector of standard, even masters products is pretty much available everywhere, even at Fred Meyer and behind the glass and Walmart behind the glass if they're smart. This product, not the same availability. So it's not even, in my opinion, investable, right? It's like you'd have to really be in the inner circle to have access to a quantity to make this investable, unless you just keep your one festival in a box sealed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, so no info. What's up, Backwoods? How you doing? Yeah. No, I man, I'm excited too for the product. Oh, we're gonna say about.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I heard echo. So that.
No, I keep on muting and unmuting my mic because my neighbors, the new neighbors that just moved in, they must either be like really excited to be living there, or they're decorating and banging on walls. So I keep on muting and unmuting.
Or they're super sensitive. You moved your seat, so they're like bang, 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 bang. How dare you? We heard
Either
it,
that
we
or they're
heard it, correct.
anti-magic, and
We
they're
heard it, correct.
anti-magic, and they bang on their walls. Who are talking about magic.
That could be it too. But yeah, very interesting stuff here, guys. I think I really want to know the dang price on the mystery box because I think that would be an amazing opening, you know, and a fun battle. Expensive but fun. If anyone's down for the concept I put out there earlier, basically, because they're not giving us a price, I need to overcharge a little bit. We can apply the difference to shipping or just refund you the difference. But we are going to try to secure and be ready before they post, because this might sell out very quickly. I'm going to have 2 tabs open and ready to go, one in my account and one outside of my account, and I'll be ready to order this. Basically, those mystery, we still don't have 100% of the information yet, of course, but the mystery boxes are roughly about 24 packs. So I think an 8-way split would work. Everyone would get essentially 3 packs, battle high low, whichever is more value, the promo pack or the secret layer would go to the high, and then vice versa for the low for the winner. And then it does include 3 collector packs. What they showed in the picture seems like, yeah, that would be amazing if that's what it was, but obviously it is not. There's no way they would do that. I'll go ahead and show that to you guys what I'm talking about here. But yeah, the 3 collectors would be split up. They just rolled out randomly for those that aren't high or low. Let's see here. Let's do that, and that. So yeah, the collector boosters. I wish it was Ixalan, Commander Masters, and freaking Wilds of Eldraine. That will probably not be the case. But anyways, so those 3 will be randomly, to 3 different people, 1 pack each, just random. But I would love to open that for content. So let's figure it out, guys. I couldn't imagine them being more than 400, but they are money hungry. So that's a good question, TCGDude. We'll probably have to discuss it more. Do you think this is going to stay at that 300 mark, or do you think they're going to go for the gusto and try to charge us 500 for this?
Oh, they're going for the gusto. Once somebody gets their hands on it, especially if people are getting their hands on it, because this is a con exclusive box. Once these people who are on like whatnot, eBay and whatnot, they're going to be tripling the value of the sales right off the bat. Exclusives all the time. I see exclusives in the comic book exclusives all the time. No, they're not even price guided for that.
Right.
The problem is with the collector market as well as when it comes down to exclusive items, they're going to jack the prices up on their own. They don't need to have the rarity or even whatever. If it says it's a con exclusive, it is going to get jacked up.
Yeah. What do you think, TCG dude?
I think I brained up a comparison here. So having opened the first mystery booster box product and been blessed with having opened the Mana Crypt out of the one and only box,
right?
Yeah, which was the chase card, right? We all know this.
Right.
They didn't do any other treatments or a lot of other hoopla. It was just straight up reprints and test cards. So with how they're doing Mystery Booster number 2, bro, Mystery Booster number 1 is the gas station breakfast burrito, and Mystery Box 2 is a straight up Waffle House experience with the flying chairs and everything.
Oh, dude, yeah,
great comparison.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, I thought you were gonna say for sure it was the not so sure, like, can you trust they printed on date 7-Eleven sushi.
Hey. Never knock on 7-Eleven sushi. You might have worms afterwards, but don't knock on it.
You're like, it was worth it.
Up here in Alaska, they roll with the Masubi. They got the Masubi at every freaking gas station.
Really?
Bro. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's authentic.
Yes.
Spam. Ugh.
Bro, well, we got a lot of Hawaiians and Samoan population up here.
nothing against
Actually,
them, I just-
bro, sorry, this is a super derail, but I will make it fast. I kid you not, let's just say the demand for spam is so high here in Alaska, specifically in Anchorage, that Walmart keeps spam locked behind glass.
Wow.
The best processed meat ever, duh. You know, I mean,
kid you not, bro. I've seen it on Facebook. It spread around. It got viral. I was like, oh my god. But no.
Yeah. It just wow.
Anyway.
I saw a recipe.
I was gonna say. Oh no! To your spam comment, you know that the economy is bad when they put ramen behind the glass window.
Right.
For real.
I saw a recipe that I'll send it to you, but somebody did a spam marinade with spam and vodka. It was good. I'll send it to you.
It's funny. Like I can't eat spam, but I can handle other corned was it corned beef or corned
canned
corned
meat?
Beef hash.
Yeah, I could do that, but I can't do spam like at all. But I can do other spam like products, and it's like, okay, that's weird.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
I know.
When I was younger, I couldn't do the uncooked spam, but now having been a breakfast cook, bro, dude, I mess with some spam. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why do we always talk about food on this channel? It's not a food channel.
It's me, bro. I'm the bad food influence.
Well, he mentioned Masuba, so I was like, "Oh, dude, spam."
Yeah, exactly.
It's all right. I'm eating one of my famous Mexican pizzas with the panini bread, so yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't even got to breakfast yet. I literally rolled out of bed and fired. Let's go.
Heck yeah.
So anything else you guys want to talk about this? I mean, we'll probably go in depth on Thursday, but I mean, I hope they release the price. Let me see if there's anything up on the Magic site. I doubt it because they want to keep it a mystery. Because keeping the price a mystery is amazing. Okay, so news.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dog.
There we go. So yeah, Mystery 2, the video. Announcing. No, they didn't. This is where we were before, I think. Yep. It's a mystery. Okay. That's cool.
I like that art.
The Wonder Twins and okay. That's cool.
I was thinking it's more reminiscent of Wonder Woman and Namora if they were to be in the same crossover series. And instead of the invisible jet, she used her power to make an invisible monster.
Yeah.
That artwork up there for the Jundam out, just in that banner just reminds me of a coloring book. Like I feel like I need to go get my color markers and just go to town on that.
Give Hasbro the idea, they'll do it.
Yeah, no kidding, right? LGS exclusive markers, acrylic markers, snap.
Markers made by Copic that are that have the Magic the Gathering branding on it. So you take $10 individually priced markers per marker to turn them into $15 individually priced alcohol inks.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Unlock your spark with every stroke.
Right. They did that with Copic. They did that with Copic had this partnership with what's the giant robot anime?
Gundam?
Evangelion.
Oh, Evangelion?
Yeah, Evangelion. Yeah, they did it. Copic and Evangelion had a thing together where they had like their own little cartoon book and Evangelion themed Copic markers that were limited edition. They only made it was only a pack of 8 colors, but
can I talk about some pseudo exclusives?
I guess.
You're like, no.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, on some realish, I gotta go cook some breakfast, dog.
Well, same here, but this won't take long.
Oh,
Only 1,000 being made. I am not making this again, but I have my business tokens. Check that out.
Nice. Oh, your promo. I thought you were talking about something else. Hell yeah, bro. Shill it. Those are actually really cool.
Yeah. So let me get the other one here. But yeah, I'm gonna be handing these out at MagicCon. They're gonna be for networking. I'm also gonna have some promos from the printer company, perhaps some stuff from Locale. We're working that out, and some other indie TCGs. If you guys want to get in on that team bag lug and do some grassroots effort, do hit me up. We can work something out, trade or something. We'll need 1,000 of them, so it's kind of tight schedule, but we can make something happen. If you guys want to be in that team bag I hand out, I'm gonna be networking and being a crazy man at the convention. So it's all about growing the channel. That's why I'm there.
So does everybody know the background about this photo? The background here? Do they know about it? This is an actual photograph of DJ when he was at FurryCon last year.
Yeah, dude, that would be bad. I wouldn't be able to wear the suit because I'd die. But yeah, dude.
See, I keep on getting DJ to admit that he's a furry.
I am furry. I'm not a furry. Okay, yeah,
difference,
bro.
All right, you goobers. I'm gonna go cook some eggs and squirrely nuts.
There you go. There you go. All right, yeah, we're gonna wrap up here soon. I just wanted to show that off. Let's see, biz token.
Although I do have a question before I go. What color is the token supposed to be? I make a what squirrel token?
Should I change it green border maybe? Or
maybe. I mean, yeah. What is the most commonly made? Squirrel color token, I guess. What is
I just went for
Chatterfang
color
make?
design. Like I went for color. I mean, design.
Yeah,
I didn't really think about the actual. Is that a thing? Because it
No,
tells you green.
I'm just being a nitpicky ass.
Okay, well, no, I'm like, oh damn. All right, and of course the back is the promotional business stuff. But there you go.
Oh, see, there we go. We wanted to see the rear. That was
Turn your phone sideways in order to read it, folks.
Yeah, exactly. But this will be the actual card. This is the digital rendering print. So
hell yeah,
pretty cool.
That would definitely be a fun flex for a Chatterfang deck. I'd roll with those.
Oh hell yeah! But yeah,
right,
most of it's getting handed out. All right, you have a good one. Did you have anything you wanted to show real quick, TCGDude? Or are you good?
Specifically, dude, I'm actually kind of getting all over the place, but I will shield just for a half a second. Let me get. All right, window, boom. So I do have a lot of game streams going on. I just did a lot of work yesterday on thumbnails for multiple games, including Final Fantasy 11, 14, Call of Duty. So you're going to be seeing me do an hour, 2 hour long streams. But aside from game streaming for Magic related stuff, I am actually running a box battle series. So this is going to be Japanese core sets from 2014, 2013, 2012, and 2011. For this box here, we're starting with 2014, $18 a seat, plus shipping, usually about $7. So 25 out the door is going to get you 5 Japanese core set packs, plus we're battling high and low mana value. What's really cool about these core sets, guys, is that there's a lot of cards that are on the that could be slated for the foundation set. In other words, the new standard legal core cards are very likely, in my opinion, to be reprinted from some of these core sets here, which are obviously reprint sets. So if you want that flex, if you want that little oomph, that pizzazz to your deck for the next 5 years, come on, just do a Japanese box battle with me. We'll have a scanner on the side. We're not gonna get all weird and janky and like, oh, I can't read it, I don't know the value. No. We'll have our stuff tight, prim and proper, okay? So that's my shield. Japanese
Whenever I play
back.
Japanese games, I always make sure that I have somebody who speaks Japanese with me, so I don't have to grab my phone and Google it.
You just grab the Japanese person.
You know, it's like, hey, you watch anime, right? Come here, translate this.
Translator.
Just because I watch anime does not mean I speak Japanese. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, actually that would be fun to have a translator, but there is options for that. Google does have translating. But I guess what would probably be the most feasible system is just to have a second window in my OBS stream that has like Card Kingdom or TCG Player up, and we'll just use the filters for like, oh, we pulled a red rare, right? We should be able to pull it up in like 2 seconds if we don't already know the card. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. These are playable cards. Like there's Sun Titan in here, Grave Titan in here. You know what I'm saying? I pulled a foil Silence out of one of the that's like a $30-$40 card. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's cool set. It's cool set. Anyway, so that's my shill. Sorry I went on a little long.
You're good, man. You're good. All right, Dan, you have anything to shill?
Yeah. Just to let you guys know, for those of you guys who haven't had a chance to go and visit the Mr. DJ Longhair show, I'm here regularly. You might know him. He's a particular long-haired Magic the Gathering guy.
I
Look
think
me
that
up on
guy
his
owes me
channel.
$20, to be honest.
And you can find me on Twitch. Right now, I've been going on Twitch and trying to get affiliate. I apologize to everybody who joined me yesterday on Twitch, as my show was glitched on Twitch, and apparently I upset the bandwidth gods, and we'll be doing a redo tonight, as I did call my internet provider and up my subscription to a higher bandwidth.
Okay. Okay. So I just posted a link. If you guys are still posted or watching this later and see the chat replay, there, I'm not sure if you can actually. You should be able to hit them, but there's 2 different links for current giveaways for a Duskmorn plate booster pack coming up here for the shorts. Last shorts. Hopefully you guys got a chance to catch that. But yeah, there's 2 different giveaways. All you got to do is hit the like, obviously be subscribed, and read the description. The first part tells you what to comment in the comment section, but do give it a cursory watch. But there you go. These are the 2 different battles that were pre-order battles that were filled. So, but yeah, there's a little thing you can sign up for that. I am not going to spin out for it till we get at least 10. We need to get some more comment engagement. So do get in the giveaway. Who knows? You might actually win the pack. It's pretty cool. There's 2 different ones, so you can get in both. Oh yeah, I think they're actually the same too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Other than that, yeah, have a good day, bro. Thanks for joining me this morning, and thanks to Dan joining me this morning and giving me that courtesy reach around wake up call. That was amazing.
It was only because you invited me onto your OnlyFans page as a guest there as well. It was incredible. Although what your chat and OnlyFans wants me to do is a little bit out of my experience level.
Oh, dude, they're sus. They're sus, bro. Hey, thanks again, everyone, for watching. Right. So later on today, I'm not sure if I'll get a mail out today, but if I think I need to get a hold of a few more people, or if you have mail with me and you want it shipped, again, you guys got shipping, so however you want that to be handled, let me know. I believe I'll be getting. I will try to get this packed up and hopefully go today. But I need more to reach out to more people because I cannot make multiple trips. So I have to do either today or tomorrow. Else next week it'll be another week wait to ship stuff out. So if you got something with me, holler quickly and we'll get it done. So thanks guys for joining. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I got to play this send off clip. I'm trying to incorporate this, trying to get a little more professional. Heaven forbid. All right, guys. You guys stay awesome. We'll see you soon.